The European political group Renew Europe posted a slideshow on Instagram detailing alleged racist comments from two Conservative members of parliament against one of their own Liberal members. I tried to search and look for the comments. All I know is that Tunkinen, one of the ECR reps, was screaming, "Send them back!" in a video during the return regulations vote in the European Parliament that took place this week, that Storm was happy about the results because, well, the Conservatives won. I'd appreciate receipts being published, not just the accusation, but there's probably a legal reason behind that. Now, here's my take. Abir Al-Salani is someone who I deeply respect, and also very occasionally I agree with the other two gentlemen that I mentioned. If Madame Al-Salani says she's been targeted, I'm inclined to believe her. But it made me think of someone else who's not really involved in this, Asita Kanko. Asita Kanko is a European conservative and reformist MEP. Born and raised in Burkina Faso, lived there for the first 21 years of her life, moved to the Netherlands in 2001, then to Belgium in 2004, and got naturalized as a Belgian citizen 4 years later. It's an iconic story, right? I mean, awesome. Great for her. I know this makes no sense, but I'm sure she's heard her colleagues off the record make some tasteless comments about people of certain backgrounds. Like, what does she, with her background in that, what does she think of that? I'm used to like xenophobia and stuff. Usually I get things like, go back where you came from and say, thanks mate, you should too. Confuses people, and that's my point. Best way to attack them is with confusion. Because I'm an immigrant, my parents are immigrants. Grandparents, most great-grandparents are too, blah blah blah. It's a whole spiel of immigrants in my family tree. We marry other immigrants to add to that spiel. And then when we move back home, a few generations later, we often align ourselves closer with other immigrants, and we moved for all kinds of reasons throughout the centuries. Like the same way that xenophobes have like a superiority complex against us, we developed the us versus the natives complex too. For instance, a common thing you might see from xenophobes is that their family has lived in the same place for hundreds of years, and all we see is that you're bragging about poetry. Yikes. I don't have like any xenophobic friends. I question foreigners though, who do. Even if they've been assimilated, like Madame Kanko has been. What's the deal with that? Because like the same way your mates might see XYZ person as a foreigner for having a different background, different sounding names or just surname or even just a forename, having being of a religious minority, although here in Europe religion is becoming a minority altogether, so that's like whatever. Do you think that deep down, even though you see things the same way and all of that, you aren't seen as different from them? That they won't make any comments about you too? I'm not saying that you're not allowed to. You are allowed to think whatever you think. Welcome to the free world. And generally, we foreigners are more old-fashioned than our native counterparts because our minds are frozen in certain times. I was speaking with my sister the other day about this. For instance, you migrate from place A to place B in 2015. Your brain will like be semi-frozen in 2015, while the years move along like they naturally do, 365 days. Your interpretation of the changes happening in place B will be slower because you are adjusting to things and trying to make sense of this foreignness all around you. Then you look back at what's happening in place A, where you come from, with the up to 2015 mentality, and you struggle to process what's happening because you are no longer there. And congratulations, you're an old-fashioned person. And I think I just answered my own question as to why. Yeah, I think I just answered my own question as to why immigrants think like that. And they will align to with ideologies brought on by ECR and those kind of people. I mean, I understand, don't agree with it, but I understand. And there you go. Happy Saturday.